The Allegro Interview.
Welcome back to Time Traveler Talks, the only show where I interview legends from the past, without needing a time machine insurance policy. And today, I've got a real treat for you. No, not a croissant. Better. It's the man who turned music theory into a religion, the father of fugues, the original playlist overlord. Johann Sebastian Bach, Herr Bach. May I call you JS, or should I stick with maestro of all that is complicated but glorious?
Heavy German accent. You may call me Johann, unless you are one of my 20 children. Then you may call me Vater, stop composing and help with the laundry.
20? You had 20 kids?
Thinking. I wrote over 1,000 pieces of music. Children are just another kind of composition. Less predictable, louder, often in need of tuning.
That's definitely one way to avoid writer's block. So, be honest, how do you feel about modern music? You know, synthesizers, auto-tune, the TikTok remix of Toccata and Fugue in D minor?
Yes. I heard a remix the other day, sounded like my organ was having a nervous breakdown. In 7/8 time.
That's just jazz, Johann.
Zenful 9. Jazz I can respect. Improvisation. Emotion. What I heard was like a squirrel with a flute falling down a staircase.
Curious. Speaking of squirrels and flutes, tell us the truth. Was the wig itchy? You wore it in all your portraits.
Very itchy. But it was also a useful place to store snacks. Almonds. Tiny sheet music. Once, a piccolo.
Fashion and function. Legend.
Disgruntled. You know, back then, we didn't have Spotify. We were the Spotify. People walked for miles to hear one sonata. And if we played badly, tomatoes. Real ones.
And yet somehow, you became the GOAT of classical music. Adding, no offense to Mozart, but you were doing 4-part harmony before he was even born.
I did it while making coffee. In fact, I once wrote a cantata about coffee. True story.
The coffee cantata is real. You heard it here, folks. Bach walked so Starbucks playlists could run.
I take my coffee like my counterpoint, complex, layered, and preferably in B minor.
Before we go, if you could say one thing to modern musicians, what would it be?
Leaning in, serious. Practice your scales, and stop calling every looped beat a vibe. Sometimes, it's just noise.
And on that spicy note, we'll wrap up today's Time Traveler Talk. Herr Bach, it's been an honor. I'll never listen to a fugue the same way again.
Good. That means I've done my job. Now, where's my harpsichord?
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this trip through time and talent, smash that like button like it's a pipe organ
Subscribe
key.
for more impossible interviews and drop a comment below. Who should I time travel interview next?
Mozart? Marie Curie? Shakespeare on Twitter? You decide. Until then, stay curious, stay caffeinated, and never underestimate a man with a powdered wig and a passion fugues.